Now to the tributes pouring in for former President Jimmy Carter. He died yesterday at his home in Plains, Georgia, 100 years of age. Carter was the oldest living former president, and right now a memorial is still growing outside the Carter Center in Atlanta, Georgia. The Carter Center says President Carter will lie in state at the U.S. Capitol, although a date has not been announced. Teresa Woodard has more on the tributes taking place right now. And Teresa, you spoke with someone today who knew him well.
Yeah, Cynthia, people will forever debate his presidency, but no one can question Jimmy Carter's character. And that person I spoke with ran Carter's 1976 campaign in North Texas. He kept using one word to describe him: decent. Flags are at half-staff across the U.S. this evening. They will stay that way for the next month. President Joe Biden declared an official day of mourning for January 9th. Carter will be honored with an official state funeral. Biden will be delivering the eulogy. We pulled together some images today from Jimmy Carter's visits to North Texas in the 70s. He rallied in Fort Worth just 2 days before he won the presidency in 1976. One image actually shows his family eating takeout from a beloved old restaurant, Vance Godbee's. Former Congressman Martin Frost chaired Carter's North Texas campaign. He told me today he suggested that Fort Worth rally, and Carter and his team took his advice.
Fort Worth was a Democratic town and Dallas was a Republican town. I grew up in Fort Worth, and I understood how strongly people in Fort Worth dislike Dallas getting all the good things. And so he understood his people listened to the local politicians, and we ran a good campaign. He was the last Democratic candidate for president to carry the state of Texas. He was not like all the other politicians. You could listen to him. You could say, this is an honest man. This is a decent man. And let's see if we can elect him president.
And you helped make that happen.
Yes, and it was one of the most interesting things I ever did in my life.
Carter, of course, made multiple visits to North Texas as president and former president. He was here in 2013 when the George W. Bush Presidential Library was dedicated. Now, Frost said working for Carter certainly set him up for political success. He won election to Congress just 2 years later, and he represented parts of North Texas in D.C. for 26 years. Cynthia.
All right, Teresa, thank you. Mr. Carter made one of his final visits to North Texas in 2014. He was 90 years old at the time, yet he still built more than 20 homes for Habitat for Humanity in 100-degree heat. Coming up on WFAA News at 6, we'll hear from the COO of Habitat for Humanity and one of the people who Carter helped.